So I'm going to make this short video on how to get to your first 10K. And in this video specifically, I'll be focusing on sources of business, I'll say. So this is really how to get work and to get towards getting your first 10K month. So this is targeted primarily for people new business owners, or if you're a consultant like me and you're just trying to get work on the side, whatever the case may be. So I've got about 11 minutes, so this might be a good title, but anyway, I've got about 11 minutes. But a bit about me: I'm a consultant. I've got my own business. I'm a surveyor here in the UK, and I've been full-time in the business for just about 2 years now, and in that time I've been able to get around 190 odd clients, and it's been really, really, really difficult to get to this stage, but I've learned a lot in the process. And prior to this, I was working for a few companies, and long story short, I also have a business degree, if that's of any value. But we'll talk about that another time. So number one, sources of business is network. I've put this as number one because by networking, you're tapping into someone else's network, which is obvious, but for me, hasn't been so obvious. So this is still a weakness of mine, but this is something which has really helped when it has sort of worked. And the value of networking is you get access to other people's networks. So even if you're not a big networker, by getting to know other people who work similar to you, a different industry, whatever the case may be, and if they like you, you get access to their network, and they might be a big networker. So if they say, if they are in conversations with one of their friends or a colleague or someone who they know, and they hear about a service that you might be able to help that person with, you will probably be the first person in their mind. And this is what's really helped me. So I've had a lot of recommendations from friends, and I've also had recommendations from colleagues who haven't really, former colleagues who haven't really worked with that much in the past, really. So really, it's been very valuable, and I've found with networking, the quality of the business has been much better because I'm being recommended, and they're less likely to be as concerned about price and things like that. I've been recommended as a trusted person who can deliver a solution to them, and it's a lot easier to get that sale over the line as opposed to a cold approach. So number one, network. And a bit of a bonus tip there, just conscious of time, a bit of a bonus tip is, for me personally, I don't think networking events are that great. I don't quite like them. I don't like the idea of going into a room and meeting people and then never seeing them again. I think if you're going to network in that type of environment, then go to events which are quite regular so that you get to know people in that crowd, essentially. And also just tell people about what you do. Just tell people this is what you do. I work in web design, I do this, I do that. Constantly tell people what you do, and really speak to people, and that's really the fundamental thing. Speak to people. But there's so much I can give on this, but I haven't got much time because I don't want my food to burn. Number two, another very good source of business is using online portals. And by online portals, I mean websites which basically advertise, in which you're able to advertise your services to to prospects. But instead of you paying for the advertising, they pay for the advertising, and you just pay on a per lead basis. So this was very important for me when I started, because I was able then to put my business on the website. People will go and search for that service, and I would get recommended for that service along with other businesses, other competitors. And I would then be able to approach that prospect and say, this is why I'm the best person for this job. Now, of course, there's competition, there are competitors involved, but you are leveraging another company's marketing power. And if that company is big enough or they've got very good quality leads, it can be incredibly powerful in terms of a regular source of income. So I highly recommend it if there is like a service like that for whatever niche you're in. So whether that an architect, engineer, surveyor, plumber, electrician, anything like that, there will be portals that people go on specifically for those trades. And this applies to other industries as well. Get yourself on there. Don't be too stuck up and think, oh, well, I don't want to be on there. When you're starting out, sometimes you have to be on those things, and I had to be on those things. And yes, it means your price drops, but it also means you're very likely to get a sale very quickly if you can deliver the goods. And it just helps with your confidence as well. It doesn't mean it's your only source, but it's a very good source. Right, number 3. This one is a bit of a longer burner, slower burner, but it's been very effective for me over the past couple of years. It's actually getting better and better with time. This third one is SEO. And I'm not talking about the website SEO, although that is very good and I've had business through that. I'm talking more about Google Business Profile. So the reason I say Google Business Profile is because for me, I've been trying to target specific areas for my business, and it's very hard to get known in an area if you don't operate in that area, right? Yes, you can spend money on marketing and ads and things like that, but as a new business owner, you probably don't have the spend to make that very effective. And SEO on the website, it takes time, and it's taken my business time to get there. But having a Google Business Profile that's SEO optimized can be absolutely fantastic. Your business can be found in the local area. You can make yourself an authority in that local area, and you can collect reviews. You can post. People know who you are. They can call you from there, and all these things. And for me, it's been very, very powerful. Even quite early on, actually, it's been very powerful to get work. And this is something which I really want to invest more time into, especially for areas that I'm targeting the business really to get into. So that's number 3? Number 4, I think we can probably squeeze in one more. Number 4 is a bit of an interesting one. Number 4 is speaking with other businesses that offer complementary services. So if, for example, you are a web designer, right? Maybe you should be speaking with businesses that offer graphic design and offering them a referral if they recommend their clients to you, or offering some sort of package or deal structure so that their clients can become your clients very easily. You might want to work under them, or you might just want to have it on a straight referral basis whereby you give them a fee or something like that. But this is really powerful because a lot of businesses, and I notice it with my own business, I'm able to recommend clients to other businesses, and I don't ask for referrals generally. It's not something which I plan on doing anytime soon. But for my business, I have paid referrals to people, to other businesses to get business, and it's been very, very good for our business. We disclose obviously that we are paying them a referral fee. Some people like it, some other people don't, but it's been a very good source of business. So I do recommend really sitting down and asking who else, which other businesses could benefit from our service. Is it graphic design, printer, web designer? What is it? There are other businesses out there that their clients come to them, they deliver that service, and then they go on to another business who they don't have a relationship with or anything like that. So that's another source of business. So look, I hope that's been really helpful for you. I could keep talking about this topic for a long time. It's a topic which I'm really passionate about, and it's something which I live on a daily basis. So I know how difficult it is sometimes to get work, but equally I know the amount of work that is out there. There is work out there. You just need to look for it. You need to put yourself in the right places, and look at all of those sources that I've said, and you will for sure get work. Now, if that's been of any help, let me know in the comments. And if you need help with your business or just getting started with your business, then let me know. We can sit down, we can have a call and go through things. But I'm definitely confident that if you apply these things, you will get to your first 10K client or month very quickly. But the key thing out of all of this, the key thing is probably a bonus tip, is consistency. You need to be consistent with each one of these things. So I hope that helps. Let me know, and it would be great to hear from you.